Hi everyone, thanks so much for joining me. My name is Zoe. This is going to be a hatha style yoga class, so grab your mat, 2 blocks or books, a blanket or towel, and let's get started. So you have your equipment, you can join me in a nice tall seat. Inhale, let your torso float up to the sky like a balloon. Exhale, let your vertebrae stack one on top of the other. Let your sit bones, let your legs get heavy on the mat. Let your eyes fall closed here. Your gaze can unfocus. Take another breath in to grow tall towards the sky, up the crown of your head. Exhale, let everything get heavy down onto the earth. One more breath here. Inhale, together get long. Exhale, together get heavy. Inhale here, sweep your fingertips up toward the sky. You can look up. And exhale, let your elbows fall out wide in cactus shape. You can tilt your nose up to the sky. Inhale, reach your fingertips overhead in cactus, or so reach straight up. Exhale, your elbows fall out wide, lying in cactus shape. Good. One more time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, finding cactus shape with your arms. And then inhale one more time, reach up. Exhale, let your arms come down to your legs. You can roll your shoulders in one direction, then the other. You can gently rock your neck from side to side. And then inhale, reach your hands up and overhead. Grasp your palms together, or interlace your fingers overhead, and then flex your palms out, up and out, so they reach up towards the sky. Good. Inhale here. Exhale, leave your left sit bones heavy on the mat. Tilt your palms over to the right. Make a little C shape down to the right. Inhale, feel your left side body expand. Your left ribs reach up towards the sky. On your next inhale, come back towards center. You can let it go. You can shake it out. Shake out your hands. Maybe roll your wrists around. Flex and extend your fingers. And then when you're ready, inhale again, back up towards the sky. You can connect your hands, your fingers, press your palms up, and leave your sit bones heavy on the mat as you tilt down over towards the left. Inhale here, get really long through your side body. Exhale, tilt a little more. And then inhale, reach all the way back up. Stretch your fingers up, and then let it go. Roll your shoulders round in one direction or the other. Let your neck trace little circles. Your nose can trace little circles in the air. Good. Inhale, reach up overhead again. This time twist from your belly button over to the left. Let your arms come down. Let yourself twist open. Don't need to crank. Just let yourself be twisted. One more breath here. And then inhale, reach back up toward the sky, unravel. And then exhale, twist over to the other side. Just let your hands come down. Notice if this side feels different from the other. One more breath in. One more breath out. And then inhale, unravel, come all the way back. One more time, down to the first side, down to your left. Take one breath here to inhale, get long. Exhale, twist a little millimeter further open to the right, to the left. Inhale, back towards middle, unravel. Exhale, down to the right. Let your hands fall down. Inhale, get tall through your spine. Exhale, Twist the micrometer further open. Next inhale, come back towards middle. Exhale, let your arms come down. Good. From here, start to find some seated cat-cows. So inhale, tilt your tailbone out from underneath you. Tilt it towards the back of your mat. Let your belly fall towards the ground. Broad across your shoulders. Shoulder blades come together in your back. Tilt your chin up. Breathe in. And then exhale. Pull the back of your heart towards the back of your mat. Tuck your tailbone underneath. Let your chin come down towards your chest. Exhale into cat. Inhale again. Find your cow. Get broad from shoulder to shoulder. Tilt your nose up towards the sky. Betalasana. And then exhale. Press your arms out long on your legs. Tuck your pelvis. Tuck your chin. Marjaryasana. And then take a few more rounds at your own pace. Inhale. And exhale. One more time, each side. And then the next time you find yourself in neutral spine, you can stop there. And then inhale, sweep your right hand up toward the sky. And then let your right hand fall down towards your back. So your palm can come to the back of your neck, to the back of your shoulder. Reach your elbow up toward the sky, and then exhale, let your shoulder drop back down your back. You can bring your left fingertips up and gently pull this arm back towards your ear. Just gently reach it up. Feel maybe a stretch in your tricep, maybe in your shoulder. Just waking up gently, stretching the arms. One more breath here. And then exhale. You can let it go. Good. From your belly button, start to draw little circles. Little hip circles. You can roll the barrel of your chest around in a circle as well. And then go in the other direction. Just drawing little circles. Waking up your body. And then inhale, come back up towards stillness. Reach your left fingertips up toward the sky. This time, drop your left hand behind your back. Your palm comes to touch. And reach your right fingertips up this time. Give it a little gentle pull of your elbow. Maybe a little press down. Just stretching out the front side of your arm. Two more breaths here. One more inhale. And then exhale, your arms come all the way down. You can shake out your shoulders. Roll your neck again from side to side. Just find a little movement that feels nice for you. Then our next inhale, you can roll over your shins and make your way into your tabletop. So your hands come underneath your shoulders, your knees come underneath your hips. Inhale here, pull space into your spine, so your head, your tailbone reach in opposite directions. Exhale as you pull your core in, tuck your belly button in towards your spine, engage your core. Then inhale, find cow from tabletop. So drop your belly, get broad across your collarbones, tilt your tailbone up to the sky, look up. Exhale, press the mat away, find cat spine here. And then move through a few kneeling cat-cows. And maybe as we move in and out of this cow pose, this Vitalasana, you bring to mind a real cow or cows in general. Notice any feelings or impressions or thoughts that come to mind. Cows are understood and treated very, very differently across different cultures. Maybe one thing that is common is an appreciation of cows, often very gentle spirits, Be very loving, kind, sometimes really fun-loving animals. And then, of course, there's a cross-cultural appreciation of the things cows do for people. So just notice what comes to mind for you when you think of cows, and then come back to a nice neutral tabletop. Inhale here, get long. Exhale, root your energy, your weight down into your left hand. Line up the weight in your right fingertips, twist open towards the right. Then exhale, scoop your fingertips down and across. Land your shoulder, land your ear, fine thread the needle. Your left arm can stay bent. Maybe reach long in front of you, or maybe this time you can find a bind by laying your left arm along the lower part of your spine, along your lower back. Inhale, reach your bottom arm out long. Exhale, twist open a little more. And then inhale, reach your fingertips back up, let your hand come down, press down into the mat strong, lift up, reach your fingertips back towards the sky, and then exhale, land your hand down on the mat. This time, as you exhale, pour your weight down into your right hand, lighten up the weight in your left fingertips. Your fingers can reach up toward the sky, up to a block, twist open, and then scoop your hand down and across, find thread the needle on this side. And if you would like to find a bind, you can bring your hand to your lower back, maybe all the way across. And then inhale here, reach your fingertips long on your mat. Exhale, twist open a little bit more. One more breath here. And then you can let your bind unravel, press down into your hands, lift all the way up, twist, open, reach up. Exhale, put your hands back down on the mat. Find tabletop. Inhale, extend your left toes out long behind you. Plant your toes on the mat, shoot energy out through your heel. Find a calf stretch. Inhale, pick your toes up off the mat, and then cross them around behind you. So maybe you bring your toes to the back right corner of your mat. Look over your right shoulder towards your toes. Feel yourself get long through your side body here. Exhale, curl into a little bit of a C shape. And then inhale, bring your foot back in line and step your knee back down into tabletop. Other side, extend your right toes out long behind you. Press some energy into your heel. Find a little calf stretch. And inhale, pick your heel up and step your foot across, maybe to the back left corner of your mat. Curl in a C shape, look over, find your toes. Feel your right side body expand. Stretching long in a C shape. One more breath. And then inhale, bring this leg back. Walk your hands out in front of you, out far in front of you, and then let your chest sink down. Maybe your forehead finds the mat. Let your shoulders sink down towards the mat. Maybe your forearms come down. Find puppy pose. Take a few breaths here. Leave your hips over your knees. Breathe space into your shoulders. As you go throughout practice today, maybe notice if there's times or places when you're holding back or feeling the need to hoard or keep your energy, your flexibility, your breath, your patience, your gentleness. Notice if there's anything you feel you need to keep back. And today I invite you, when you find that sensation, if you can just let yourself be a little bit more generous with your pose, with your attitude, with your feelings. See if you can find just a little bit more to give. And then inhale, slide your hands a little closer in. Roll both toes underneath you. Press your feet down into the mat, your toes down into the mat. Then lift your heels up. Lift your hips up. Slide your hips back over your feet. Find your downward facing dog. Your Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Take a few breaths here. Bend one knee and then the other. Then slowly start to walk up towards your hands. So take little steps all the way up towards the top. When you get there, you can keep a bend in your knees. Let yourself fold forward into Uttanasana. Take a few breaths here. You can grab opposite elbows, sway from side to side. Let your neck hang heavy. Then inhale, your hands can come to your shins, to your knees. Look up halfway. Exhale, fold all the way back down. This time, put your hands on the mat and then slide your left toes around behind your right foot. So you have a little bit of cross in your ankles. Lift up halfway here. Exhale, fold forward. Notice how it feels this way. Notice if there's any constriction, tight space, strain. Let's see if you can ask that place to just relax, open, just 1 inch more. One more breath here. And then press into the mat. Slide your foot out long behind you. Find your low lunge. Inhale here, get long through your legs, long from toe to toe. And then plant your weight down into your right hand. Your left hand, lift your right hand up to the sky. Find easy twist. And then exhale, land your hand back down to the mat. Step your foot back into plank. Take one breath here. And lift your hips up and back. Find downward dog. Inhale here, look forward. Start to walk little steps up towards the top of your mat, up towards your hands. When you get there, find Uttanasana. Keep a little bend in your knees. Take a breath, hang heavy. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold down. Then this time, slide your right toes behind your left. And fold over your crossed ankles, over your crossed legs. Take long breaths here. Notice if the side is any different. Again, notice if you're holding, clenching, holding back, anticipating. Let's see if you can just treat these poses with generosity, with love towards yourself. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, slide your foot back, and then all the way back, step back into your low lunge. Get long here from toe to toe. Inhale. Exhale, let your weight come down into your right hand this time. Lift your left fingertips up to the sky. Look up to your hand. Take a breath in here. Exhale. Okay, plant your hand back down on the mat. Step back into plank. Inhale here, one exhale, and then lift your hips up and back. Find your downward facing dog. Inhale here, lift your right toes up towards the sky. Exhale as you step your foot up between your hands. Inhale here, get long. Exhale. And inhale, press down to rise up with your torso. Sweep your hands up and overhead on cactus arms. And lift up into high lunge. Reach up, lift up with your fingertips. Exhale, your elbows fall out wide. And cactus arms, lift your sternum up to the sky. Inhale, reach up with your fingertips. Exhale, let your back heel come down towards the mat. So seal your back heel down on the mat. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, sweep your hands around behind you. So let your hands come to rest on your low back. And release your fingers. Inhale here, get tall through your upper body. Exhale, start to fold down. Your shoulder can come to your bent leg. And stretch your hands up overhead. Maybe they fall towards the ground overhead. Take a few long breaths here. And again, if you feel like you're holding back, you're clenching, you're reserving, see if you can move today with a cow-like sense of generosity. Cow-like sense of generosity. Inhale, press down to rise up. Look up, let your hands fall down towards the ground. And then release, reach your fingertips up. Pivot on your back toe and plant your hands back down on the mat. Long inhale here. One long exhale. And then press strong into your back leg. Kick your foot in. You can take a couple steps and then kick it all the way up. Find standing splits. Inhale here. Reach your heel, reach your foot towards the sky. Then exhale, find Shiva squat. Tuck your knee into the back of your standing leg. Then bend both knees down. You can keep your hands on the ground. One breath here, and then inhale. Reach your foot up. Exhale, step it down. Find Uttanasana. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold forward. And inhale, roll vertebra by vertebra all the way up. And reach up. Your fingertips up and overhead. Exhale, dive down. Halfway lift. Then exhale, plant your hands down on the mat. Step all the way back into plank. Take one breath here. Inhale, press the mat away. Exhale, engage your core. And then inhale, lift your hips, ripple like a wave. Down and back into your downward facing dog. Your breath here, walk it out. And then inhale, lift your left heel up to the sky. Sweep your foot down, step your foot forward. Find low lunge. Inhale, exhale, and press down to lift your upper body up. Reach up with your fingertips. And exhale, let your elbows come out wide. Find cactus arms. Inhale, lift your sternum up. Exhale, let your elbows drop down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, let your hands come behind you. Your back foot can seal down to the mat. So keep your back toes pointed at a 45-degree angle. Sink down into your front leg. Let your fingertips, your fingers interlace. And let your backs of your hands fall down to the ground. Inhale here, exhale, fold forward over your front leg. Your shoulder can come to the inside or the top of your front knee. And let your hands fall forward overhead towards the ground in front of you. Inhale here. Exhale, your hands fall down towards the ground. One more breath. Then inhale, lift all the way back up. Strong in your legs, let your hands reach down. Then exhale, unclasp. You can pivot on your back toes back to low lunge. Have your hands come down to the mat. Take a breath here in low lunge. And then kick a strong energy into your back leg. So you can take a few steps up to get here, and then sweep your foot up towards the sky in standing splits. One breath here, reach up. Then exhale, find Shiva squat on the side. Tuck your knee in behind your standing knee. Bend both knees down just a few inches. Inhale here. Then shoot your leg back up towards the sky. Standing splits one more time. And then sweep this foot down. Find Uttanasana. Forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold back down. Let yourself roll up vertebra by vertebra. Coming all the way up, scrunch your shoulders up at the top. Reach your fingertips up. And exhale, let your hands come down. Find Tadasana. You can let your eyes come close if that's comfortable, or let your gaze unfocus. And again, tune in. Notice if you're treating any anything, your time, your energy, your generosity, your patience, your money. Unless if you're treating it as something that's scarce or something that's freely abundant, something that could be found anytime you look for it, as much as you need, as much as you like. And step your feet out a little bit wide, maybe hip width or wider. Then turn your toes out to the side. Inhale, sweep your fingertips up. Exhale, sink your hips all the way down to your Malasana squat. Your hands can come together in front of your heart. Knees press into elbows, elbows press into knees. Inhale here. Exhale. Take a few breaths. And then you can let your sit bones come all the way down to the ground. Come into a seat. Let your left leg down on the ground and lay your right leg down on top. Find fire log. Inhale, get tall through your spine. Exhale, start to hinge forward just as far as is comfortable. Take a few breaths here in fire log. And then our next inhale, come up, come all the way up. And keep your knees, your legs crossed, and then just slide your top knee over. So you can hug your bottom heel in towards your glute, and then step this top knee down onto the mat. Inhale, get long. Exhale, twist over to the right. You can hug your left arm around your knee, just twist open. Ardha Matsyendrasana. 2 breaths here. Inhale, get long. Exhale, hug your knee in. One more inhale, exhale, come back. And then lay your top leg down. So your knees are stacked one on top of the other. You can crawl your feet out or in towards your glutes, whatever feels best for you. Inhale here, get long through your spine. Exhale, fold forward. Down over your legs. Just as far as is comfortable. Again, being gentle, being kind to ourselves. Knowing that we don't run out of gentleness. We don't have to run out of kindness. We can do it all day long, and it will still be there the next morning. Inhale, lift your torso back up. Then inhale, sweep your right fingertips up towards the sky. Exhale, let your hand fall down your back. Back of your hand can come to your shoulder or the back of your neck. And then sweep your left hand to the base of your spine, to your low back. Just find this position with your arms. And then see if you can reach your fingertips towards each other, or maybe grab onto the back of your clothes with both hands. And reach your top elbow up to the sky and your left elbow down towards the ground. Inhale here, get long. Exhale, fold a little bit forward. Find your Gomukhasana, cow-faced pose. One breath here. Again, letting it be really loving, really gentle. Very kind, very mindful. And then inhale, lift back up. You can let go your fingers. You can let your arms flop down like a noodle. Shake them out. Then uncross your legs. Step your feet out wide. Inhale, get tall. Exhale, fold your chest down in between your legs. You can grab onto your ankles, grab onto your shins. Give your chest a little pull through your legs. A little pull through here. Just a couple breaths. And then come back up. Your left leg down, your right leg on top. Find fire log on this side. Inhale, get long. Exhale, fold forward. Hands can come down to your leg or down to the mat. A few breaths here. Hinge from your hips. And inhale, walk your torso back up. Step your top leg to the mat. Hug your bottom heel in closer to your glute. And wrap your right arm around your leg. Inhale, get long. Exhale, twist over to the left. This time, maybe look behind you, look over to the left. Ardha Matsyendrasana on this side. Long breaths in and out as you twist open. Hug your bent knee in towards your chest. And then exhale. You can unravel. You can let go your arms. And then lay your top knee down on top of your bottom knee. You can walk your feet out or in towards your glutes. Inhale here. Fold forward first. A little fold forward. Let the back of your neck be long. And then inhale, come up. This time reach your left arm up to the sky. Let your palm fall down to the back of your shoulder, back of your neck. And then sweep your right hand to the low back, to your low back. And see if you can reach your fingertips towards each other. Maybe you grab onto your clothes, maybe you grab onto your hands. Inhale here, get long from elbow tip to elbow tip. Then exhale, you can fold forward just a little bit over your front legs. Find Gomukhasana on this side. When we move from a belief that things are scarce, that our time, our money, our energy, our love, our strength is scarce, it's difficult to be the generous, kind people that maybe we hope to be. And if instead we shift our belief to viewing these things as very abundant, it can be easy to overflow our gifts onto ourselves, onto others, out into the world. Inhale, come back up. You can let go your clasp. Let your arms fall loosey-goosey down to the side. And then unstep your feet apart. Separate your feet a little bit wider than your hips. And then bring your chest down in between your legs. You can hold onto your ankles. Pull your chest in towards the ground. Take one breath here. On exhale. And then let your torso come back up. You can step your feet out long on the mat in front of you. And then roll down, vertebra by vertebra, all the way down to your mat. And then step your feet out to the width of your mat. Keep your knees pointed up toward the sky. Let the backs of your hands fall down to the ground. Have your elbows out wide in cactus. Inhale here. Exhale. Let your knees drift down to the ground on your left. They don't have to actually touch the ground. You can place a block under your knees if that's comfortable. Just take a breath here. You can look over your right shoulder towards your right hand. And then inhale from your core. Bring your knees back up towards center. Look back up towards the sky. And then left side. Look over your left shoulder. Take a breath here. And then just move at your own pace. Windshield wiping your legs back and forth. Walk your feet back in line with your hips. Then inhale, pull your left knee in towards your chest. Give it a little hug in. Maybe roll it around in your hip socket. Maybe roll out your ankles. And then place your ankle over top of your bent knee. Lift your right foot off the ground and give your right knee a little hug in towards your chest. Just like gravity, pull this figure four, this pigeon, in closer. You don't need to crank it. Just let it fall. And then our next exhale, you can let go that leg and then slide your ankle back down to the ground. Other side. Inhale, lift your right foot up, hug your knee in, roll your ankle around, roll your leg around in your hip. Rock from side to side, and then place your ankle over top of your bent knee. Hug your left leg in, maybe wrap your hands around behind your leg or hold on to your shin. And then again, just let gravity pull your bottom half in towards your top half. Your knees fall in towards your chest. Let your breath be very generous here. And then you can let that leg go. You can slide your ankle back down. Then you can let your feet come together in bound angle. You can let one hand come to rest on your chest, on your heart, the other hand on your belly. Take a few breaths here, supine bound angle. And then maybe notice if you can take this attitude of treating things, your energy, your time, your love, as abundant rather than scarce. See if you can take that idea into the rest of your day. Notice if you're holding back physically in any way, emotionally, mentally. Then maybe invite yourself to be just a little bit more generous. Maybe just one spoonful more generous with yourself, with others. One last breath here. And exhale. You can let your feet come out long, your feet fall out wide, backs of your hands can come down to the ground. Find your Shavasana. Take one more long breath in together. Feel yourself expand. And exhale. Sigh it out. Let yourself be carried and supported by the mat. You can stay here for as long as you like. If you're ready to move on with your day, And start to bring your awareness down into your feet, down into your hands. Maybe wiggle your fingers and toes. Or bend and flex your hands and feet. Just gently reawaken your body. And then in a slow and unhurried way, you can bring yourself back up to a seat. You can let your eyes stay closed and your gaze can stay soft. And when you arrive, inhale to get long, grow space into the spaces of your spine. Exhale, let your spine stack up nice and tall. Inhale again, let everything grow tall towards the sky. And exhale, let your seat be heavy on your mat. You can place one hand over your heart and the other hand on top. And then let your chin fall down towards your chest. Take a little bow down towards your heart. Take a moment to thank yourself for practicing today. And thank you very much for practicing with me today. And I hope to see you again soon.